Welcome to Groundhog's Do-It-Yourself Garage. Today we're going to be working on this wall because this girl on this bed, they probably can't see you, wants an accent wall of triangles. So we're going to do this today. I've already marked center at the top. I'm going to find center down at the bottom. We're going to pop chalk line and we're going to do all the fun stuff that this consists of. So here on this channel, we're hoping to build stuff, break stuff, remodel stuff, just do it ourselves. So we'll see how this goes. She's already got stuff sticking in my foot.
Hey, it's not my fault. Ow.
So I'm gonna pin the top, that way I can get the line where I want it. And now we have a nice little red line in the center of the wall for our first, to set up our stuff. And what we're going to do is lay out the wall, and then I'm going to go out and cut the boards, which I bought 1x4s that I intend on cutting into half. I'm going to rip them in half, that way we can have two of them. Yes, the boards are for the triangle party. She's very puffed up here. And this is probably not the best quality video. It is our first video. Hopefully you find it informative and you'll hit that like button and subscribe, because that's what we're here for. And now I'm going to find the center of the wall, because our first point is going to be in the center. And I had it marked already, but I want to double check and make sure it's where I want it. So that should be the center of the wall for our first triangle. So now we're gonna pop that line and then build off of that, because we want 8 inches between our boards. So this will be the top of this one, and then the next one should be the bottom of the next one. And then when we go the other direction, it'll be the top, and we're gonna have 5, I think. This is also to help me get the angle that I want whenever we do this. I hired a cameraman, who's my 16-year-old. Say hired, I volunteered him, but he is not available right now.
He is too available. He's right here.
Apparently he is available. He's right there. He wants to be famous.
He does want to be famous.
We'll see how that goes.
It ain't gonna happen.
He's very pessimistic. He's also, not only is he the cameraman, he's also going to be the helper man, because this takes 2 sometimes. Sometimes. So this line represents the top of my first set. So it's going to be about 2 inches wide. It's not going to be quite, because like I said, I bought 1x4s and we know they're not 4 inches wide. And then we're going to cut them in half. So whatever that ends up, that's what we're going to have. So now I'm going to mark up 8, because I don't know what the thickness of the board is. We're probably going to have to stop here and go out and cut them, so we'll know the thickness of the board, because I can't exactly measure down and add that in if I don't know how far. But I can get the first 2 laid out and at least get the angles of the first 2, and we can rip them, bring them in and get our bottom angle that we want. which there'll probably be a lot of fit as we go because I'm not great with angles. You'll learn that. So here we go. I'm real bad about marking on my walls and then losing my line. So I have to make sure we're finding dark.
That's the least of our issues, Charlotte. Okay?
That's the least of our issues. Oh, he's beautiful.
Clean shave.
He's clean shaven for the first time in months. He shaved his little 16-year-old mustache off. He's beautiful.
Ow.
He's a beautiful kid.
I'm growing it
All
back.
my kids are beautiful.
I'm growing it back.
Now he's growing it back. He doesn't want to be beautiful.
Get roasted.
Oh, shut you.
So hopefully there will be some of this stuff that we can speed up. There, obviously, I'm talking for some of it, so you're going to have to like deal with
Sit and suffer.
the speed of the video. So I need one of my volunteers.
Yay!
Her room. She's going to volunteer. This is my daughter, Charlotte.
Hi.
So here we go. This is going to be the bottom of our next board, which, like I said, we're going to go cut. Or we're going to rip them, which we'll have to do it all out in the hot sun and away from Mom, because Mom is painting. We don't want to get sawdust in the paint. Or she doesn't want to get sawdust in the perfect. Alright, come over here. Yeah, which I was going to do a video about the bed frame, but we're getting this done. Alright, so now we're going to go out and get the table saw and all the fun stuff set up. So this is all zeroed. It's all where I want it. I'm walking around it like it was stinky cord. But I usually don't unwrap it and I set it up in the driveway. So I usually don't go to the backyard. My wife is painting. She's painting the bed frame. She has this whole vision. Most of my ideas are her ideas, and I just do the work. So we'll see how this goes. All right. So these are our boards. We're gonna end up painting these the same color as the wall. And some of it isn't very pretty, but I don't need the whole board for some of them, so this one will probably end up being the shorter one. That way I can just cut this end off. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to function. So I'm going to flip around so I like that end better.
Do you want to come up here and hold it then? Exactly.
You'll have to forgive the video quality. They set it on the picnic table. The wind's blowing and it's all shaking. But I don't know how to do a voiceover. So
You can do it on TikTok.
so we're learning as we go. There may be some voiceover, but for right now there will not.
We will have subtitles. If I can even do that.
We've got all those cut to length. Let's take two of them in and get our angle, our bottom angle and our point angle. Back here in the bedroom, we're going to mark out our boards. We're going to mark the angle for this one. That way I can just go cut them. So Charlotte's going to come over here and she's going to hold it.
Oh, I am.
So I want you to hold it even with this line, this red line. All the way down here. We're probably going to go ahead take this to the miter saw and cut this one, and then we'll match the other, because it should match up the other way, and then we'll come back and we'll get the angle, and then we'll go ahead and get all of our other boards cut and ready. That way we can do our measurements. But right now we know how wide we're going to be, so we can probably go ahead and mark out and chalk line the rest of our boards. That way we're not waiting.
How many are we doing?
And it appears I've laid the tape measure down.
That side. I got you.
I have no.
I'll be back.
Like I said, I'm not real good at this. So while we're waiting on her, it'll be awkward silence for a minute because that's how we do it.
I'm just gonna.
We'll rip this one down because it turns out we needed one more. I miscounted. But we had tape on the wall to kind of give a visual, and then I peeled on the tape off, but I didn't have the top one. I was just like, yeah, this is what we're gonna use. So he's gonna help me real quick. We're gonna rip this one, and we'll cut the other one with the miter saw, get the bottom edge, and we'll go in and make sure we've got the angle we want. We don't want to adjust. Because if we do, we're gonna do it now. So I always try not to buy too much material, and I always buy too much material, but probably. But I also have another projects we're building. In a later video, we're going to build a side table for bed for 10 tables. Side tables. We'll build 2 tables. Bedside tables. So that'll be a later episode. But we've got all the material for that today, and we're ready for everything. So
Gosh dang it.
Guess the cameraman does not have his pencil. He's gonna have an extra pencil. So let me go get pencil. And I'll be right back. Alright, I got 2 pencils for one of them. This pencil is gone. Good. Obviously I'm gonna lose a pencil.
Yeah, that was my fault.
It was not his fault.
I left my other pencil in the
He
house.
did smart aleckly say, I'm gonna grab an extra pencil.
And then
he lost
proceeds to
his
forget
pencil.
his pencil.
He left his pencil as well. All right, here we go. Got my pencil. Okay, so as you can see, the girls have already painted. We'll put one coat of paint on the wall. That's I can't even remember what color green this is. I kind of like it. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the second coat, and hopefully they'll take pity on me and come help me. But we don't know for sure if they'll take pity on me, since I didn't help them. Okay, we got the wall painted. I did all this. I marked my studs. I have a stud finder, but if you don't have a stud finder, you can use a magnet. This is actually a degree finder, but it has a wide magnet, so I can put it where my stud is, and then it sticks to the wall. And now I know there's a screw there. So that's a stud. So we've got all our boards are cut and ready, and we're actually going to attach it. We're going to screw them into the studs. That's why I found the studs. My nail gun is, I don't have one with nails. And again, I do not have my pencil. I got my pencil. I got my screws. We're going to need those. Now we'll drill an 1/8 inch hole, and then I have this is a 23/64, so it's just the drill bit that I have. We're going to do a countersink, because I don't have a countersink bit. And then I have a putty that we're going to put over it that will sand smooth, and then we'll paint it. Okay, so we got all of our boards on, and now we're going to take some of this wood filler and we're going to fill in all the screw holes, and then we'll kind of close up the gaps in the centers just to make it look a little better. Alright, so I put this putty stuff in yesterday. It says it dries in 2 to 8 hours. You can sand it. After like 4 hours it wasn't ready, so I went ahead and waited until today. So we're going to try to use this Black & Decker mouse and our vacuum to keep as much dust from going everywhere that I can. Okay, that's 2 coats. Hopefully we won't need a third one. We'll check back in a little while. And if it's all good, we'll peel the tape, plastic, and clear everything out. Alright, you can see the wall turned out great. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll try to do some more of these. Thanks for stopping by. Groundhog's Do-It-Yourself Garage.